During a conversation, you have to take into consideration the three E's in a conversation. These three E's are very important for effective and dynamic conversation. Enlighten, empower, and encourage. When you talk, your talk should enlighten others. When will it enlighten others? When you have a broad knowledge of the topic what you are talking, or the message you are conveying to others. And that will create a happiness among them, a confidence among them, and you will become trustworthy. Empower. Whenever you converse, the people should raise their vibration. They should have a positive vibration in the mind by the words what you use. You have to encourage a person with positive words. Don't ever discourage. And the body language what you use, the way you look at them, the way you have the consideration towards them will make them have a positive attitude towards their life. If somebody comes with a difficulty, try to convince them. Give positive words, give positive ways to approach so that they attain happiness, they attain success in their life. So take into consideration the three is whenever you talk or converse with anybody so as to improve their efficiency level. That is very much important. Attitude towards conversation makes you a good conversationalist. First, you should think that you can. Believe in yourself. You should have the confidence that you can do. You should always think, if I can't, who else can? Then you should have the mutual consideration with whom you are conversing. Give room for them also to express their ideas. Get their ideas. Think over the ideas. Be flexible to everyone. Understand others' feelings. Only then the conversation will be good, effective. Otherwise, it will not be effective. It will not be dynamic. What is the art of conversation? When you start a conversation, you should not directly come to the point. Start with the greetings. Don't ever dominate in a conversation. You have to give room for others to talk. There should be a balance in what you are talking. Train yourself to relax. So whenever you talk, relax and talk. Be in a relaxed mood. Don't get tensed. Don't get irritated. Don't get depressed. Be relaxed. Then what you talk will be slow. You will not dominate. You will have a balance with others. And when others are talking, keep quiet. Listen. Don't interrupt. Then you can make others talk. And always be open-minded when you talk. And be approachable while you talk. You should not be stern and strict so that others don't come to you to talk or anything or converse anything or discuss anything. You should have the mind to be very cool so that others can have a confidence on you and come and talk to you. Wait, patience so that others tell their ideas. Be open-minded to accept their ideas. That will create a good feeling, a confident feeling among others so that they will come and talk to you. How will you enhance the conversation skills? How will you improve your conversation skills? First, you have to talk very slowly. Only when you talk slowly, others will be able to capture your ideas. Otherwise, they may not be able to get all the ideas, all the words, all the points what you say. And you should maintain an eye contact. Either it is a conversation or a communication, you should maintain the eye contact. Looking at the eyes and talking is very important because through the eye contact you can capture them, you can make them Make them stay there. Look at you. Get your words. You can mesmerize them with your ideas. Notice every little detail what they are telling and what you are telling. So whatever you say, the small details is very, very important. And if at all some person is doing a work, appreciate them with good compliments, which are very unique, which is very different from others. You have to express your emotions according to the situation. And when you express your emotions or words, use the best words. That is very important. Words count a lot in a conversation. And whenever you approach somebody, approach as a friend. Don't ever think others are your enemies. Always everyone are our friends. You have to have that in your mind. And you use wonderful quotes while conversing, while talking with others. And you have to find sparks in the conversation. Find whatever points which will be useful. That is very important. Then the eyebrows you keep. Don't cross your eyebrows. If you cross your eyebrows, you are not in a relaxed mood. So don't cross your eyebrows. Be relaxed. Be cool and talk with others. Only then your mind will be relaxed. You will make others relax. If you are in a tensed or depressed mood, the others to whom you are talking will also tend to come to that same mood. If your person is not able to understand, make them understand by telling some stories or telling some examples so that your concept is clearly understood by others. So, and you have to make them reciprocate to your words. That is very important. Reciprocation is very, very important in a conversation. If there is no reciprocation, the conversation may not be effective. What are the techniques which you have to do to improve the conversation? When you converse, start with the personal information. Ask about their name, then their family, background. That will create a rapport. Then listen to them. Say whatever they are saying, just paraphrase that and reflect back, so that they will be confident that you have listened to what they have said. Then in between, ask some questions which makes them feel that you are continuously listening to them. And to sustain, to keep the conversation moving, go on asking some questions which is related to the topic what they are talking about. And throughout the conversation, see that you are cheerful. You should not be irritated or not interested, so that they will lose their interest to talk to you, to discuss with you, to converse with you. The body language what you use should be very, very appropriate. The way you keep your face, the way you show your eyes, the way you express your ideas makes them to feel whether they are confident in talking with you or you are restless, so that they'll also feel restless. So always maintain a good body language and be polite. Don't use harsh words. And when you give them the answer, be concise, precise, and use very clear language so that they are able to understand. Don't use complex words, compound words. Use very simple words in a polite manner, in a precise manner, with good body language and facial expression. And pay attention to what the speaker is telling. This is very important to improve your conversation. And when you start a conversation, you have to end the conversation with a solution. You should not end it abruptly without giving any solution. That is very, very important in a conversation. When you start a conversation, when a person is telling about a problem or conveying a message and wants an information from you, You must give them the solution, the feedback. That is very important. How to conquer? If you have a sympathetic and intelligent conversation with others, you can easily conquer them. We owe to one another and all the wit and good humor we can command, and nothing so clears our mental vistas as sympathetic and intelligent conversation. What are the qualities of a good conversationalist? A good conversationalist will say something which is worth saying. So whatever they say will be worthful because they will think before they say something, and what they will think what is useful to others. So the words what they say, the ideas what they say will be worthful, and they will not be afraid of silence. If other person is silent without talking, they'll ask some questions so that the other person talks, opens up their mind to tell, and they will not dominate during the conversation. They will give room for others to talk, come out with their ideas, and then they will give their solution. They will never argue with others, and they will always use a simple language in a varied and dynamic intonation. The tone would be very dynamic to capture others' feelings, others' ideas, others' confidence, others' admiration. So the way they talk, the tone they use, their facial expression, everything makes them a good conversationalist. What are the values of conversation? Values of conversation deals a lot. A 10 minutes conversation with the right person is enough to keep you happy the entire day. So if you converse with a particular person for 10 minutes, you have to choose the right person. The whole day you can be very happy. A conversation across a table with a wise man is better than 10 years of mere study of books. So 1 hour you talk with a wise man, it is worth reading books for 10 years. And if you want to know someone, the best way to know someone is to have a conversation with him. Talk to him for 1 hour. You know how the person is and who the person is. And if you have a best friend, you sit with that friend for 1 hour in a garden, and when you need not talk anything with that friend, and after 1 hour if you get up and go, you will really think you had the wonderful conversation in your life. That is friendship. That is intimacy. The best friend is one with whom you sit on a bench saying nothing, and when you get up, you feel that you have had the best conversation. And a good conversation can shift the direction of change forever. If you converse with the correct person, your life will change to a higher level. And no, you cannot compare anything with a beautiful conversation with a beautiful mind. Nothing can be compared to a beautiful conversation with a beautiful mind. So here are 2 videos. You can go through these videos and you can understand what a bad conversation is and how is it and how a good conversation should be. And I am sure this presentation would have given you an idea how to converse and how you have to improve your conversation to make it dynamic, clear, admirable, so that it will captivate everyone. Thank you.